Yes, first of all, convener of the Naga Rising along Longkumer. Sir, yes, welcome to Dimapur today.
Thank you, Jivan.
Sir, can we first know what is the Naga Rising?
The Naga Rising was formed in the early part of 2019 with a broad objective to engage in a wide range of issues and concerns facing our community. And basically, we want to bring issues and people together, and also to be a catalyst for reform and problem solving in the Naga society.
What's your main agenda? There are many problems in the society.
Yes, one is the our concern is on the socio-political system that we have inherited from the past. As we all know, we have so much of corruption, deficit in governance, and our concern is that if we do not fix these problems, then our children, they will inherit the problems. And if our leaders, we do not intervene now, then our children will blame us in future. They will hold us accountable. And so the Naga Rising basically wants to step in to solve some of the problems. We are not saying that we will be able to solve all the problems, but we need to start the process of reform and rebuilding the systems in our society.
Precisely which problem are you focusing on at the moment?
It so happens, to be honest, that when we were formed in 2019, the Naga political issue was the focal point. And therefore, we have proactively issued a lot of statements on the Naga issue. However, I just want to clarify that we are not a one-issue platform. It so happens that the Naga issue, and I have mentioned that it requires our collective attention and priority right now. So we want to focus on partnering with all the different movement, the different organization who are trying to seek a resolution of the Naga issue.
So Naga, according to the Naga Rising, how do you see the ongoing peace talk or ongoing Indo-Naga political issue?
The Naga public, they have become restless and they are also losing faith in the peace process, which has gone for 25 years, as we all know. And therefore, we have designed this roadmap because everybody wants early solution. We are not against early solution, we are for it. However, what we have also observed is that the Nagas also need to have a rational plan of action in order to reach the conclusion. Just making appeals, mobilizing, writing memorandums is not enough. And so we have come out with a very clear-cut frame of reference, if I can put it that way, where we have mentioned in the roadmap the 3-point proposal that we are suggesting, that this could be a way forward to resolve the present Naga political issue.
You have released your roadmap to a peaceful, honorable, and early solution today, the 10th of August. So can we know a little bit about this from your end?
Well, first and foremost, I think we want to say that it is the moral responsibility of all Nagas to help in finding a conclusion to this issue. And we acknowledge the sentiments of the Naga public who are fed up with the long years of ceasefire and peace talks, and they are anticipating some form of solution. It may not be the best or perfect solution, but they want to move ahead. And therefore, this roadmap has been motivated by the desire of the Naga public for early solution. And we have therefore mentioned the 3 points. One is that the church needs to come out of the cave, if I can put it that way, and play a role in bringing all shades and opinion to a common platform. Because as we see, there are so many groups and organizations working for this issue, no doubt, but everybody seems to be working at cross purposes. There's no coordination, there's no synergy. And also, I think it's also because there is a trust deficit in the community now, because of the inherent conflicts, and also the parallel talks that has taken place with the NSNIM and the NNPGs. So I feel that the church is the last option which can intervene and try and bring all Nagas to a single platform. We need a single voice. And of course, the second point is the convergence of the Naga political groups. I think we have to be very clear that the government of India has said there is only one solution, isn't it? There will be only one solution. So at the end of the day, even if the NSNIM is there, the NNPGs are there with their agreements or draft, the government of India is going to insist that there will be only one solution. So it's time that the NPGs, they respond to this roadmap, and they also listen to the appeal for convergence of the dialogue. And I think Tiana, we have some formulation which, if required, we are willing to address to the two parties, the NSNIM as well as the NNPGs, a convergence plan that we have. So let's hope, let this roadmap come out, and we will also eagerly wait for what the public respond. The third one is, we have to understand that the NSNIM, they are in a political dialogue for the last 25 years. It's a very long period of time to be sitting across the other parties and to be negotiating. And we have to also respect the position that they have taken. Everybody may not agree on their demand for the flag and the constitution, but we have to acknowledge and also respect the position that they have taken. Now, our stand is that the NSNIM and the government of India needs to sit together and try and find a middle ground. I think the government of India needs to also openly come out and recognize the aspiration in relation to the separate flag and constitution. The NSNIM will also have to come down from their position and try and work out a middle position, what I would call a third position. And the public, therefore, has a role to play. So what we're trying to say is that the Naga public, the organization, needs to help the two parties break the difficulties, the impasse that they are having on the question of flag and constitution. Because we want early solution, but we also need to help find that early solution.
Do you believe that this 2020 to 15 August, government of India, they will announce some thing or they will give some direction, a new direction will occur?
In August 15,
This 2022.
that is what we heard, but looking at the situation, the developments that are taking place, I do not foresee that they will announce anything on August 15. So that is just my thought, that nothing will be announced on August 15.
So every now and then, new groups, okay, in the public rallies, people's rally, students rally, youth rally, churches, different society organizations, they are, as you have mentioned earlier, they forward their memorandum write-ups, these type things to the government, but no results comes out. So to key karne, so why do you think so? What's lacking behind?
As I said, we need to collectively work together. That is the bottom line. All of us are trying to reach the destination, but we are all running in different directions without any synergy. So I think a collective effort is required. And that is why this roadmap is also something that we feel that the Naga public should take ownership.
Why there is no one umbrella organization in Nagaland or for this Naga issue, Naga cause?
I think it's a very complex. It's a very complex answer to that. We have so many layers of identity, groups, division in our community. And I think, as I said, sometimes we also become too emotional. We tend to become very emotional and impulsive in a particular situation. And thereby we are exposing our conflicts, the inherent conflicts, the isms, the divisions. So it's a very difficult journey that we have come through. You know, the experiences, as I have mentioned, the Naga political issue on the one hand, then we have the reality of statehood on the other hand. The ceasefires in the 60s, the present one which has gone for 25 years, the peace processes. Now we have two agreements, the framework agreement and the agreed position. Then there is the other intricacy surrounding our tribal ethos, geography, and the other challenges. Just to mention, for instance, the question of frontier Nagaland again, a demand made by the ENPO. So these are all the complexity of the Naga situation. I don't have a single answer to what you're asking, but I just hope that this roadmap will be a way forward for us to rethink of what we need to do.
Okay, for India's independent movement, Congress was the umbrella organization or for political issues and all. So do you think like the Rising People's Party it's your I've come to learn that RPP, Rising People Party, is one of your political wing. So okay, can we know about why was Rising People Party was formed first, and after that I'll put up my second question.
As I said, the motto of Naga Rising is to guide and govern. And we came out with our vision document in 2020. And we also realized that vision can take a long time to be transformed. So the best avenue for bringing change is actually politics. It's just that in the Naga context, it's a very distorted term. People have very poor impression when you talk about politics. But politics is the best catalyst for change. And so therefore we realized that to bring about some of the things that we are speaking in the vision document, we need a catalyst, and therefore the decision was taken to form a political wing, the Rising People's Party.
Okay, sir. As the convener of the Naga Rising, what is your one message to the youths of the state, okay, and people, if possible in Nagamis?
Ami youth kange, our ami kan be youth nisnai consider kore se, ami kan ekdom difficult situation de ase ho. Aro we are not to be blamed, but ami kan itu present system to ami kan naga elders kan bora inherit kora se. Ami kan elders kan ki beshi respect kore, aro takan ki bi blame kora bi nohoy, will be reality to itu ase. Ami kan key system chulia se, key system future generation kan ki dia se itu change kuribo lage. Itu karone ami youth kan ki kubuli munja to, we need a collective effort. We need a vision for the people. Without a vision, it says that people perish. So let us have a vision for our people, for the next generation. And TNR, as I said, wants to be a catalyst, to be a platform. That really touches me is, ekta quotation ase. In English, it says that hurts not transform, they are transferred. Matlab, ami kan duk kan kiba problem kan thagile, itu ami kan pura solve nukurele, transform kurana gule itu, it gets transferred to the next person, to the next generation. Itu ane ami kan naga broken society itia ki ase, broken political system ki ase, itu transform kuribo lage, so that we do not transfer all the problems that we have to our children. So that is the core idea of what we're trying to do, that our children should inherit a better future.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.